Greetings, everybody. I am Lobo, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2, Legendary Edition. We're here on the Citadel. We got some business to tend to. We have a meeting with Counselor Anderson where he's likely going to yell at me. I don't want to go. You know what? Let's watch some ads instead.
An attack on a human settlement in the Traverse. But Saren won't stop there. His Geth aren't going to stay on the fringes of Citadel space.
Abandon the Citadel, evacuate the
Wait,
council.
this is a movie about me.
Citadel's closing! They're sealing the station!
Is surrender not preferable to extinction?
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements. It's the Alliance.
This summer, humanity earns its place among the stars. Citadel, a film by Risa Uverson, presented by Originai Films.
Oh my goodness. I need to see that. Alright, let's get going. Let's go get yelled at. We need to make our way to the Presidium.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple of years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
Yeah. You're making me regret it.
Saren wasn't the one commanding the Geth. It was the Reaper, Sovereign.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Do y'all not have security cameras here on the Citadel? Because that seems like a big oversight. We fought Sovereign here. He was going after Saren was gone.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated by Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
Alright, you listen here. I'm gonna say it here because I don't have the option to say it in-game apparently. That hologram isn't working. It's probably because it ran out of power after so long. So what you need to do is go up there, pop a power source into it, and turn it back on. The hard drive ain't deleted or anything.
I guess I'm on my own. Again.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise, not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
You're really asking me to keep a low profile.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems, but Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
Oh. Well, this is a big decision. This is indeed a big decision. So let me weigh my options here. Do I stay under the employ of the Council, who are willing to let the galaxy get destroyed in order to look like they're in charge? Do I want to represent them as a Spectre? Those type of people. No. No, I don't think I do. You lie and manipulate and are going to cause trillions to die. I can't be a part of that. No, I think I'm probably better off on my own.
Take your offer and cram it up your ass. I didn't need your help to stop Sovereign, and I don't need it now.
We've tried to be reasonable.
A tactic that has been misplaced. If your actions become a threat to the security of Council space, we will take action.
Watch your step, Shepard. You've been warned.
Well, that didn't go as well as I had hoped.
Yeah, well, it'll work out better in the long run, Captain.
I appreciate the effort, but bureaucrats aren't going to stop the Reapers.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Not used to seeing ghosts, Udina?
I'd heard you were alive, of course, but I didn't expect to see you back on the Citadel.
I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
You what? Consular, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
Do the words stay in your lane mean anything to you?
I didn't just meet with the Council. They offered to reinstate me as a Spectre, and I told them where to shove it.
Are you trying to start an interstellar war? What the hell is wrong with you?
I make the decisions around here, Udina. Your job is to clean up the mess I leave behind. Understand?
Of course, Counselor. Given the potential size of this one, I'd better get started. I'll be in my office.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
You're darn right you do. Please tell me that his place is a broom closet. Please tell me you put him in a broom closet.
Udina's just doing his job.
True enough. He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces of it rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
What happened to Gunnery Chief Williams after the Normandy was destroyed?
Operations Chief Williams is still with the Alliance, but she's working on a special mission. It's classified. I can't say any more. Not while you're working with Cerberus, I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. I understand completely.
How have the last couple of years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
Don't let it beat you down. You can still make a difference.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
Oh, don't worry about that. I don't trust him at all. I'm gonna do everything I can to take him down, Captain. Me and my boy Garrus here, right? You remember him. That's Vicarian. He was here when we were stopping Sovereign. Yeah, you guys remember each other. Anyway, it's been good talking to you, Captain. Good catching up. Oh, so this is like the only place on the Presidium that we can go. So we've explored all of the Citadel basically already. Well, dang it. Back to the ship. All right. Well, since we're here and before we move on...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
All right, yeah, I'll check it in a bit. Since we're here and before we move on, let's go ahead and check in with our newest crew member, Kasumi Goto. Oh, she must be over here in port observation. Let's see what we're working with over here. Look at this place. You got a bar? Man. You know they would never let me in here. You believe that? I'm running this ship. They'd never let me in here. Oh, you weren't... Okay, no, you weren't looking out that. I'm gonna open it up for you anyway. Let me see what you got in here. Rose.
The Red Rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
Also self-centered. You're a thief.
That's my favorite piece, painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an idea as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work.
Oh, well, good for you.
Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal. People are talking out there, and I hear it all.
Well, tell me what they're saying.
I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change.
Yeah, it is. Look out into the infinite void. Just think, beyond this glass, if you were to go through it, nobody'd ever find you again. You know how little you are compared to that? Tiny. Anyway, I got a space hamster to visit. Feed fish. Here we go. Let me feed my fishies. I'll get those num-nums. I'll get those num-num-num-num-num-nums. Man, I just realized I never ate while I was on the Citadel. I never got my tummy tingling to chunka sauce. Where's my space hamster? There you are! Hello, little fella. They're talking to me. Do it again. Do it again. Squeak to you! One more time. One more time. Oh, you're the best. What was it? I got a bathroom. I've been using that one downstairs with no privacy. I got a bathroom up here with a mirror in it where you can actually see my reflection. This is amazing. Best day ever. All right, now, Yeoman Chambers keeps pestering me about these unread messages, so we're gonna buckle down for a minute and try to read through some of these, all right? Let's go ahead and start with this one. Thank you again from Samesh Bhatia. You might remember him from the first game. Commander Shepard, Mr. Udina offered to pass on a message for me. I wish to again express my thanks for your assistance in retrieving my wife's body. While nothing can ever banish the pain of losing Norali, being able to see that her body was treated properly helped me more than you can imagine. I have opened the restaurant that my wife always wished to start back on Earth. Norali's picture hangs on the wall, and Alliance soldiers eat for free. It is the least I can do to honor the courage with which both you and my wife have served humanity. Sincerely, Samesh Bhatia. He was a good guy. Shame that crap the Alliance tried to pull with him with his wife's body. Anyway, we have You're Not Dead from Emily Wong, the reporter from the first game. The nice one. You're alive. How come you broke whatever cover you've been under for 2 years but didn't offer an exclusive interview to your favorite reporter? Whenever you come up for air and are ready to talk, let me know. Emily Wong. No, I don't think so. I'm not big on press. Moving on. We have Glad I Didn't Sign Up from John Whitson. Hey, Arya gave me this address. I think I met you at Afterlife on Omega. You stopped me from joining up with those mercs who were trying to take out Archangel. Ah, yeah, this is the kid with his little pea shooter. Man, I was so pissed off at you I got blind drunk that night, and it was a few days later before I got it together enough to check the news vids. Saw that almost all those mercs had gotten killed by Archangel. I don't know who you are or if you got out of there alive yourself, but thanks. I felt really stupid when I heard about the body count. Now I could have been a part of it. I'll make the most of what you did for me. John Whitson. Well, you know what? Good for you, John. Good for you. Take care of Garrus from Nala Butler. Commander Shepard, my husband was one of the men serving on Garrus's team. I don't know how much Garrus talked to you about what happened. I don't know the specifics myself, only that my husband died in a trap set by those gangs. I know Garrus blames himself. He took every shot fired at his squad as a failure on his part, and it was clear when he sent me the message about my husband that he thinks it was his fault. My husband would never have wanted that. He was proud of the work he did on Garrus' squad. He was taking back Omega from the gangs. He died fighting with honor. I miss him. God, I'd give anything to get him back. Whatever happened there wasn't Garrus' fault. You're his commander now. Please, if you can, help him stop blaming himself. And please don't tell him that I sent you this. Thank you. Nala Butler. Man. Things are quiet again from the Omega Clinic desk. Commander, I wanted to thank you again for saving me from those Batarians. Thought I'd seen the worst of people's anger and fear at Dr. Solus's clinic. I had no idea how much anger his work was keeping in check, how bad it really was. If not for you, I'd be dead. Thank you. The clinic is doing well. You got rid of most of the plague, and I've been able to handle the rest without too much trouble. The Blue Suns keep offering to take over security here. I keep the mechs powered on. I won't make the same mistake twice. Thanks, Daniel. Good kid. Healing of your facial scars. From Chief Medical Officer Chakwas. Commander, I've done further investigation regarding your facial scarring, and the old adage of mind over matter holds true. Negative attitudes and aggressive acts create adverse reactions with your cybernetic implants, while peaceful thoughts and compassionate actions promote healing. If you maintain a positive outlook, I believe your facial scarring will heal on its own. Otherwise, there is surgical equipment we could use to insulate your cybernetic implants and accelerate your healing regardless of your mental outlook. I've updated plans for the new medical equipment to your research terminal in the tech lab. Sincerely, Chakwas. Yeah, Doc, I don't know. Got more important things to worry about than a few scars. Deal struck with Zaid Masani. From the Elusive Man, Shepard. We've reached an agreement with veteran mercenary Zaid Masani. You may know the name. Zaid has been involved in some of the best known and some utterly unknown military operations in the Terminus systems, and is feared as a ruthless and relentless bounty hunter. I felt you might need a man with his skills on your mission, so I arranged to have him join you. You will find him on Omega, where he's wrapping up his current bounty. Don't worry about his fee. I've taken care of that personally. Well, good, because I sure wasn't going to do it. Recon Hood. From Elusive Man, Shepard. It occurred to our armor technicians that you may not want to show your face everywhere you go. It's sent by a hood that Cerberus issues to its covert operatives. It has additional microframe functions that you may like. The hood is in your quarters. Yeah, I saw it. You guys want to see it? I mean, it's cool and all, but it's not really my style. Arc projector from Elusive Man. Shepard, we recently had an incident involving Geth at one of our outposts in the Skillian Verge. Don't worry, I'm not sending you off to chase anything down. Our operatives waged a highly successful battle against the Geth scouting party and credited their success to a new advanced electrical attack device that we finally let them take out of the lab. Since our unit is being reassigned for some rest and relaxation, I thought you should take custody of the weapon in the meantime. The weapon is called an arc projector. I sent it to the Normandy's armory so you can examine it for yourself and use it if you deem it worthy. It's gone through plenty of tests that indicated overloads kinetic barriers and synthetic enemies particularly well, but laboratory demonstrations are a poor substitute for actual field reports. We know it works, now we want to see what it can do in the right hands. If all goes well, we'll use your tactics to train other operatives. I like it. Aside from that, I ain't telling you nothing. Ascension Financial Services, your account, from Stanwyck Dobbs, Baking Agent, Ascension Financial Services, Earth. Hello, Commander Shepard. Thank you for submitting your updated medical documentation. Your status has been changed from deceased to alive. After deducting modest administration fees for closing the file, the subsequent change in status and reactivation of your account, you have a remaining balance of 100,000 credits. Thank you for banking with Ascension Financial Services. We look forward to working with you. Are you protecting your greatest assets? We will find the best life insurance rates and coverage to fit your needs. Apply for a free quote today. These other messages we have regard missions. This is a Cerberus command request from Cerberus Command. Reports tell us you've been operating in the Omega Nebula. We'd like you to look into a situation on Lorec, a nearby planet in the Fathar system. Scan the planet for a base where we believe Eclipse Mercs are holding one of our operatives. You should be able to detect the operative's transmitter. Extract the operative. If the operative is beyond rescue, recover any relevant intel that Eclipse may have collected. This is a very delicate matter, Shepard. We trust in your discretion. Lost contact with survey ship from Project Firewalker. Commander, the MSV Rosalie, a survey ship with Cerberus connections, has gone missing. The survey team was field testing a new prototype, the Hammerhead Planet-Side Exploration Rover. In addition, scientists Dr. Manuel Casey and Dr. Robert O'Loy are aboard the MSV Rosalie and conducting research for us. We need you to find the ship, her survey team, and the doctors. The MSV Rosalie was last seen near planet Zeona, Elastra Ismar Frontier. Overlord from Elusive Man, Shepard. One of our cells just went off the grid without explanation. Project Overlord has been experimenting with highly volatile technology, and I need you to investigate. Their work is extremely compartmentalized, enough that I can't divulge operational details over this channel. You'll find them on the planet Typhon system in the Phoenix Massing Cluster. Please use care in this matter. You know what? Can't promise anything. Can't promise I'll take any care with Cerberus matters. I'll look into it, though. In that right? Little space hamster. You cutie. Squeak! Alright, let me get set up and we will go do something. Alright, I'm good. Weapons are good. Let's go ahead and check in on our crew, make sure they're good, and then we'll head out. Joker!
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
Well done.
That's it for now.
See ya, Commander.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
If you want, Commander. Cerberus has ranks, but it's not the Alliance. No rules about fraternization. Your boat, your call. You want to get friendly with everyone? That's your business.
Relax, Jacob. I'm just interested in what makes you tick.
Anyone else said that, I'd walk away. Most Cerberus people try to play like the Elusive Man, hiding bullshit behind a smile. But you? I like what I've seen. I'll give you a shot. What do you want to know?
Anyone waiting for you back home?
Only child and no extended family. Never settled down. Didn't seem fair with this job. But you can't miss what you never had.
I know you and Miranda worked together. I got the impression it might have been more than that.
Wait, what?
It got a little close. Then it got really far apart. The rest isn't your business, Commander.
You are 100% correct, and I did not know that's a type of history we were referring to here.
Consider it dropped. I trust you to keep everything professional, Jacob.
Thanks. That always bugged me about the Alliance. They didn't let people handle their own problems. Cerberus isn't any better. They just put more effort into hiding how much they spy on you.
Well, like knowing how much I'm being spied on.
Let them watch. We're not hiding anything.
Wouldn't matter if we were. It's not like they can reel us in. We're handling this, whether they like it or not. Anyway, I should get back to prep. Nice talking to you, Shepard. Let's do it again sometime.
Yeah, we'll talk again, maybe. I gotta look more into these replies I'm given.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not now. Working on collector data. Have ruled out artificially intelligent virus. Unless it's very intelligent and toying with me. Tests. Anything else?
No, you just keep doing what you're doing.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
That Kasumi is an interesting addition to the crew. I can see why she's good at her work. She never reveals anything meaningful about herself. It's all on the surface. It'll be a challenge getting to know who she really is. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Changed my mind.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe...
Nope.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite. Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through.
Me and a buddy were hired to take out this one guy, Matthias, I think. Hell, I forget. Turns out it was a trap. We got jumped by a hit squad. 2 Batarians, a Krogan, and a Hanar. Damn jellyfish nearly choked me to death. Wore a neck brace for weeks to cover that up. Haven't underestimated a Hanar since.
Alright, now I said we were going to get into something, we're going to get into something. We read about this assignment in one of our messages. N7, Lost Operative. A lost Cerberus operative is believed to be held in an Eclipse base on planet Lorec, Father system Omega Nebula. The operative may have sensitive data that, if lost to Eclipse, could cause irreparable damage to Cerberus. I don't really care that much, but still. Enter the Eclipse base on planet Lorec and rescue the Cerberus operative. To Lorec.
General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655321. Status of system operator is not known. General distress. Beacon auto process interrupted at parse point ACO 655321.
Something on our sensors.
Anomaly detected. Signal scans detect a transmitter matching Cerberus encryption. It is registered to an unknown deep cover operative. Cerberus operative life signs unconfirmed. Other transmissions that match known Eclipse coded communications also detected. Alright. Well, I am still scanning and surveying these planets, trying to collect some resources. So I'm gonna finish up doing that.
Probe launched.
And I'll meet you guys down there. Alright, so I've got Miss Goto and Dr. Solis accompanying me here. Figure I roll with them, we don't want any Cerberus people with us on a Cerberus mission. They might question my judgment depending on what I decide to do here, you know? Can't have that.
Incoming.
Well done.
Thank you. Don't get too comfortable yet.
Just burned through
Oh, this spot sucks. You know what? Let's get out of this spot. Oh my goodness. Let's be more careful in the future. Let me be more careful in the future.
I'll tear you apart.
Okay, well, I need to set up some shortcuts. Alright, that should be good, and I'll get used to working with these guys. I'll also get used to taking cover, so that's something that's going to need to happen more often. Okay.
Gonna blow your ass away!
Pardon? Owie!
They're using a drone.
Owie! Owie! Alright, they got shields and stuff, so disruptor ammo.
Weakening their integrity. Got casualties. Watch the fire.
Oh, was that you, Kasumi? That was you. You're like a little teleporting, crazy, invisible, thieving bunny. Sorry for shooting you in the butt. Hope that didn't hurt too much. Security console. Okay. Interrogation report. Subject ID, subject captured, subject interrogated. Eclipse targeted Agent Rollins some time ago. We know Rollins is connected to the encrypted data we acquired. The data could conclusively prove Cerberus' involvement in Rachni experiments. We believe Rollins possesses a cipher that can be used to decrypt the data. Without his cipher, the data could take years for Eclipse to decode. Agent Rollins proved difficult to capture, having insinuated himself on a ship bound for the Attican Traverse. He had won over the loyalty of the ship's crew, who believed him to be a human dignitary on a mission of discovery. Our own agents managed to disable the ship and humble its defenses long enough to extract Agent Rollins. We lost a lot of men to obtain this asset. This data had better be worth the expense. The interrogation has failed. Despite some of our most advanced interrogation techniques, Agent Rollins managed to evade our questions. When we applied more invasive methods, he proved resistant to those as well. Eventually, Agent Rollins' resistance caused tempers to flare. We consider it unfortunate that Agent Rollins did not live to pass on the cipher. We have men working to decipher the encryption now. As long as we control this data, its mere existence remains a powerful tool against Cerberus. Man, I'd like to get my hands on that. Let's see if we can get our hands on that. Actually, let me finish exploring, then we'll see. I'd also like to not read that much more in this episode, if at all possible. Hello? Rollins?
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Can't trust the Alliance to do it, though. Wonder if I get it for myself, can I give it to Miss Wong?
Data received.
Well, there we go. Cerberus operative Tyrone Rollins was found dead. Encrypted data transmitted to Normandy for decryption and storage. Any messages for me? No?
I bumped into Zaid recently. Quite the character. Given how much violence and destruction that man's seen, he's surprisingly well adjusted. Still, I wouldn't want to be alone with him. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
He is not well adjusted.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Yep,
Commander,
there it
you
is.
received a new message at your private terminal.
And there it is again. I swear, Yeoman. Why so much reading? Operative data filed. From Edie. I have logged and begun decryption of the data you recovered from the Eclipse base on Lorec. Wonderful. We've got the Cerberus AI decrypting the data I didn't want to give to Cerberus. Preliminary searches show that the information pertains to illicit operations in which Cerberus was involved over the past 5 years. Should this information be released, it could severely hinder Cerberus's ability to operate openly in the galaxy. It will take me a year or more to completely decrypt this information. Additionally, it will take 0.5 milliseconds for me to destroy all the evidence. You're alive! From Mom. Oh. So I have to find out my child is alive third hand from Alliance Brass? Where the heck have you been? I figure whatever you're doing is classified, likely part of your Spectre operations. Just stay safe out there and keep doing your mom proud. And sneak something through a secure channel next time. Love, your mother, Captain Hannah. Oh, Mom. You're going to be so disappointed once you figure out what I've been up to. Unless I save the galaxy again. A gift of words. From Consort Shaira. Ugh. Commander, I thought that my gift of words had been incorrect, an embarrassing notion, but my contacts tell me you yet survive. I am pleased to hear that your journey continues, though I sense that you head toward an even deeper darkness. When you fought Saren, only your resolve was tested, but I now fear you cannot rely only on your own strength. Take whatever steps you must to ensure that those battling at your side fight with clear minds and glad hearts. Be well, Consort Shaira. Yeah, I don't like you. You touched my face. That's a no-no. You and Garrus are alive, from Dr. Chloe Michelle. That's our friend from the Citadel. Dear Commander Shepard, I was relieved to hear that you were alive. I was devastated to hear of the destruction of the Normandy and those people who didn't make it off in time. After you went missing and were presumed dead, I feared I'd never see you or Garrus again, ever. You and he did so much to help clean up the wards when you were hunting for Saren. The galaxy needs more people like you. And I'm glad you're still here to protect those of us who have grown to depend upon both of you. Is Garrus with you again by any chance? After being so happy to hear of your survival, I wondered if perhaps he might have ended up with you. I left a few messages on his public accounts, but you know how he is about checking his mail, and I don't think the comm address I had for him works anymore, because he hasn't returned any calls. Always so busy on his grand crusades, his great passions, that he focuses on them to the exclusion of anything or anyone else. Anyway, if you know where he might be, I would really love to hear from him. Or both of you could come by the next time you're near the Citadel. Thanks. Yeah, you know what, Doc? I would have loved to stop by, but unfortunately the game didn't give me that option. Also, in the future, I would appreciate more voicemails, less emails. I don't want to read. And there is another planet depleted of all its resources. I have spent some time here, surveying these planets, collecting resources and stuff like that before we move on to our next destination, but this does give us 100% completion in the Omega Nebula. Now, I do think before we move on somewhere else and leave this place very far in our rear view, I am going to make one last stop on Omega, let Arya know we're going, and just make sure there's nothing else we need to do there. Breathe in that Vorcha stench.
Judging by the quarantine reports, the plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard. Dr. Solis's assistant has been helping any patients with complications.
Wonderful.
Knew he could do it.
Yeah, full confidence, right, Doc? Gavor. That's the guy that Vorcha was talking about.
So, I heard a human went into the plague zone. Then I found out about a lot of dead Vorcha down there. You know anything about this?
I was down there on a mission. The Vorcha were just in the way.
Remind me not to get in your way. Well, my job just got a whole lot easier.
What's your job here exactly?
I'm supposed to keep the Vorcha in line. Keep them out of Arya's sight. That's about it. Not much for me to do anymore. But the way those Vorcha breed, I'll have something to do soon enough.
There's an awful lot of Vorcha here. What are they planning?
Vorcha? Plan? They're a pestilence, nothing more. If they started planning, we'd all be in big trouble.
I'll just be going.
Keep up the good work.
I don't know what you think my work is. I mean, it's not exterminating Vorcha. They chill out. I'm fine with those stinky fellas.
Let me in. Ari's expecting me.
He's still here. He's still waiting. Oh my goodness, just give it up.
Anybody here seen my kid?
Did she just say anybody here seen my kid?
Nothing to see here.
Better find that kid.
What do you need?
You know, that is a good question. Be honest, I don't know why I came in here to talk to you anyway.
We friendly enough to talk about who you were before, Omega?
You're reaching back centuries, Shepard. Long before anything that should matter to you.
So why keep it secret?
No reason, from your perspective. But there are plenty of people out there with long memories. I've had a few careers, a few names. Commando training, mercenary leanings. I've kept what was valuable and dropped the baggage.
I thought you were in charge. Why so scared of your past?
I have nothing to fear on Omega. That doesn't mean I want to broadcast my past to the galaxy. You'd be surprised how long some entities can hold a grudge. This little exercise with Patriarch? A footnote. Not even the first Krogan I've pissed off.
You're important, but also isolated. No other allies out there to back you up?
I lean toward a particular type of work. It tends to encourage professional rivalry. Sometimes you'd rather disappear than be forced to kill someone.
You couldn't have started here with nothing. You must have been someone important.
I've always been important, even if others didn't recognize it. So yes, I had money to start this operation. I also had creditors who thought they were more entitled to it. I let them chase a ghost, or several. It's relatively easy to outlive a Solarian, but not their record-keeping.
All right, I'll drop it. Sounds like you and Patriarch have a history.
Our history is Omega's history. Long, bloody, and always ending in my favor. The details are complicated. When I arrived, Omega was lawless, a land of opportunity. I built alliances and destroyed the fools who wouldn't get in line, which was most of them. But Patriarch, he was something different. A powerful friend.
I'm surprised you were ever anything but rivals.
We were allies for 100 years. I suppose he decided that was long enough. Wasn't a surprise when he turned. He controlled the muscle, my people contributed more subtle action. Espionage, politics, assassination. Fortunately for me, his men had become accustomed to certain benefits of working with Asari.
I don't know if you mean what I think you mean. But I don't want details.
Sounds like you changed the rules, and the battlefield.
Krogan nature made it easy for us to take advantage. Patriarch's men abandoned him in droves. In the end, we fought face to face on this very spot. The toughest fight of my life. But of course I won.
Patriarch doesn't sound like something an Asari would come up with.
I found it humorous. He wanted power, and we pretended he had it with a word that doesn't exist for my people. I eventually found a certain respect for the title and the man.
So you kept him around as a trophy?
I did. A trophy and an example. Whenever someone thought about taking me on, I pointed them to Patriarch. I suppose I still can.
Interesting, but let's move on.
Do you need something else?
Nope. Don't need or want anything from you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
You still here, Ken?
What do you need?
Man.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
I mean, I'll help out any way I can. I know you need the money. You ain't even sell anything. That's why you're not making money.
What do you need?
No. What do you need?
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
Yeah. I'm getting off this rock. Ken deserves that chance too, that opportunity. The opportunity of a lifetime to never set foot on Omega again.
Vorcha adaptation interesting. Not just biological, social as well. Urban area adapting to them in return. Large concentration. Hope they're controlled. If they attack, as happened near my clinic, casualties likely.
Yeah, they're a vicious bunch of little teethy, diapery babies. Alright, think we're done here. Fist.
I got the message last time. I work at a shipping dock, all right? Leave me alone.
Good. I'm proud of you. That's honest work. Let's get out of here.
Suddenly, a shot. Red-hot lifeblood pours from a wound in your back as your life ebbs away. The attacker leans forward, hoists your valuables, and says, "Good thing he didn't have a Teflon stinger." Teflon Industries. Fine sidearms for your...
Oh, I wish I would have stuck around longer for that ad. There's so much detail. I love it. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for us today, guys.
No messages for you, Commander.
Thank you. That's going to be it for us today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition, please remember to subscribe. But as always, I just want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo, and I will see you guys later.